And it says, we are live. It's Thursday night. I'm here. You're beautiful. That must mean it's time for GotBot Goes Live. Of course, I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, a.k.a. GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share. Of course, subscribe. And while you are at it, light on my baby, hit the notification bell. Helps me out a ton. Let you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that's in the description down below. Also in the description down below, and if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. And this is, I guess, part 2 of the holiday show, I suppose you could say. Last week we did part 1. And it was a big show. We covered a lot of news, and we covered half of the holiday unboxing from Maximal 10. And if you've been around, then you know that Maximal 10 always kind of gives me some wacky stuff. Some of it really cool. I'll review what I had from last week. We might even open a couple of very tiny things. We'll see how the timing goes. You may notice, I hope you notice, that it's pretty bright here. I actually am using one of my gifts from Stars. Actually, I'm using a couple of my gifts from Starscream Wife. Behind me, I now have a proper bar to affix this to. So you probably noticed that. Hopefully you notice that the lighting is better. I don't know if you guys, if it's coming through or not, but my light that I usually use for reviews and whatnot, I now have 2 of them. So hopefully it's not only making things brighter, but hopefully it will cut down on things like shadow. That's what I'm hoping, both on the show and in reviews. So that is kind of the hope and the plan going forward with that sort of stuff. You may hear Starscream Wife kind of going around. We are, I think I told you guys, doing some renovations, and she said that while I'm doing the show, she's probably going to do a bit of painting. So you may hear her rummaging around. Let's get everything sort of set up here before we get going. I have a new thing, by the way, in chat. It says goal. And when I hit on it, it says to choose a number of like super chats. And you can set like a dollar amount and a timer to get it, and how you'll celebrate. I might explore that at some point, but I'm not going to do that on the holiday show. I'm also going to let you know what's coming up tomorrow, how next week is going to go, because, of course, next week is Christmas week. So I want you to kind of have an idea of how things are going to go there, because that will take us into 2025, right? Hey, No. Hey, Joel. Hey, Celestial. Hey, D-Dog. Big M. Hey, Albert. Alan. Hey, Input. And Merry Christmas to you too, Blue, and to one and all, of course. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate, say, Hanukkah, then you know what? Happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, joyous Kwanzaa. I know that New Year's is a huge deal in Japan. So I know that that's up and coming as well. Let's go down here just a little bit. Lights are powered by Energon. I mean, maybe. Starscream Wife actually, I don't think she has a sledgehammer. She has a lot of hammers. She has a lot of tools. But I don't think she has a sledgehammer. Don't give her ideas. Hey, Caldeo. I got a quick question and a fact. The show Theodore Tugboat was made in Canada and had a life-size model of what? And I guess had a life-size model of Theodore Tugboat, but not to go. I don't know what Theodore Tugboat is. I'm sorry, I've never heard of that. Long after my time, my man. But neat. As we go down here a little bit. What? You're not wrong. It's funny. A lot of times on the Christmas special, Starscream Wife has actually been on the show while I'm opening the stuff as well. But she's not here tonight because she's doing something else. The Scrapbooks have never been on the show. Tessa kind of has. You guys have certainly heard her in the background, and I'm sure you've seen her kicking around sometimes. I don't know if on the live show so much, maybe once or twice, but you've definitely heard her like lapping water and probably prancing across the floor during some of the reviews and stuff. Fun fact, if you go back to some of my early reviews, my very early reviews, you also may have heard my cat Mo meowing in a few of them because he was still alive when I started the channel. So a little piece of him lives on forever. Hey, Master Far. Francis, is Tessa a big or a small dog? She is 53 pounds. We were told that she was about 30 pounds, 35 pounds maybe, but she's not. She's a bigger girly than that. She's 53 pounds. We were told that she was half shepherd, half lab. We actually think that she's probably more of a husky Carolina mix. And a lot of people are like, what's a Carolina? And we'll say, an American dingo. And they'll say, what's that? And we'll say, exactly, because that breed has only existed since the mid-90s, and it's pretty much in the southern states. And she came from Texas, so it kind of makes sense. Cats and Transformers reviews. Yeah, he certainly was. Cats and listen, pets are magic, and they make life better. It's as simple as that. Eggnog or hot chocolate? Hot chocolate. Can't stand eggnog. Can't stand it. Don't like the smell of it. Don't like the look of it. Blech. But hot chocolate all day long. Hey, Maximal 10. Hey, Mike. I remember seeing Tessa more when I first got her. Of course, because I actually did a bit of like our trip to actually get her, and I put some images and stuff of her up. I got news for you. She hasn't changed very much. She's still the cutest girly in the whole world. And yes, that's the way I say it. Yeah, Dragonfly likes eggnog. A lot of people, my mom likes eggnog. I think Starscream Wife likes eggnog. Just not for me. Hard or regular eggnog. Again, not only do I not like eggnog, I don't drink liquor. I never have. I can't stand it. If I'll have a few, I'll have a few beer now and then, but that's it. If it's going to be liquor, nope, I'm out. Zero interest. But you know what? 'Tis the season, and everybody is free to enjoy what it is that they enjoy, that they find the most festive and the most delicious for them. Let's jump right into the news, shall we, my friends? And let's kick things off with this first. And you may notice that this is a little bit of an update to the DNA Design Transformers 1 Optimus Megatron set that I showed last week. So, it's important that if you want to actually get this set for your Studio Series offerings, that down in the corner here we have a new axe. We also have two new hands. Because this was not included with the original set, they cannot store on that little display base. Worth noting, they also noted. I mean, I guess it's always good when you include more, but when you don't have storage for it, that's a little bit of a bummer. I'm not going to lie. That said, take note, very close note to what's included here. So the axe, I think the axe is beautiful. I love that it's cast in this yellow. I even like the Energon blue on the two blades. I think it looks really, really excellent. Nothing new is added for Megatron. And I like the look of the axe here when Megatron and Optimus are like, neck and neck. Now, this is what I find interesting. The two new hands included. The top one is a pointing finger. The bottom one, vaguely blurred out, is Optimus giving you the finger. And I think we all know which finger we're talking about. So I don't know. If you want your Transformers 1 Optimus to be able to give someone the finger, then get the DNA set, I suppose. I don't think these are posable. I think they are in fixed position, but they are an add-on to the DNA Design set. Overall, the DNA Design set, I think, is pretty good set, especially for what it adds to Megatron. Not only with the heads, but especially with the additional gigantic fusion cannon. I love the look of that fusion cannon a lot more than the stock one. Going on from there, let's go to here next. Boom! And we have Yolopark's AMK Pro Optimus Prime. This is a clear version. If this looks familiar and you're thinking to yourself, hey, didn't we kind of see some of this before? We did, because this was previously available exclusively at Cybertron Con, which was held in Shanghai, China. Apparently now they will be releasing this translucent, I suppose, G1 Optimus, the AMK Pro version, I guess worldwide, right? So I guess it was exclusive initially to Cybertron Con. Looks good. I mean, you would have to like the translucenty stuff. If you don't like that, then this won't be for you. But boy, oh boy, does he capture the light and shine up nicely. Great size. The AMK Pros are a good size. You can see, kind of like, I guess, like compared to the guy's hand, right? Like you can see, like this is a good hefty size, right? I don't know. I mean, I like it. I'm not really into the Yolopark stuff. I'm not into model kits, but I understand people are. They're very popular. If you are, cool. I mean, why not? You might as well enjoy it, man. But that's not all we had from Yolopark. We also had shown from, if I can find it here now, where is it? Yeah, we also had shown from Yolopark this. Another version of Optimus Prime. Again, AMK Pro. This is the last night Optimus Prime. So two Optimi, I suppose you could say, from Yolopark. They're both AMK Pro, which, again, that's like their most mainline friendly line, basically, right? The paint and the... I have something in my glasses, pardon me. The paint and the molded in detail here, I mean, astonishing. But would we expect anything less from Yolopark? I know I wouldn't. Again, on the back of the packaging here, you get an idea of what the parts count and whatnot would be. Like you could sort of see the bits and pieces and how they would go together. Kind of bigger, chunkier pieces for the AMK Pro stuff. Beautiful packaging. If you're a packaging person, I don't particularly care, but to each their own. There are the parts. I mean, there's a lot of them, yes, but they're not minuscule little parts. They're good chunkin' honkin' parts, right? He looks beautiful too. You know, the G1 translucent captures the light nicely. If you're into the movies, if you like the last night design, even if you didn't like the movie, if you like the Optimus design, this is a great rendition of the robot. Keep in mind, these do not transform. And of course, this is the very basic skeleton of Optimus, if you will, which in and of itself is interesting to look at. And there he is with all of his armor on, I guess you could say. Looks great. Really, really impressive robot mode. The amount of paint molded in detail here is astonishing to me. Like, look at that. This is what you're paying for when you get, like a Yolopark kit, right? Like, you're paying for this detail. You're paying for the art more than you are the figure, really, right? Even the shoulder pads. Look at the sheen on the blue paint. I don't know. Look at the sheen there on that blue paint. How can you not love that? Sorry if that went dark for a minute. If it did, I'm just going to go back here. I don't know if you guys saw this one or not. This is what I was talking about a moment ago when I said all of the paint molded in detail, right? Like, it's a ton of it there. Ton of it there. Really, really impressive. His feet, honestly, like right down to his boots and his feet, I could go through this all day. There's his back. I could stay here all day being smitten with the artwork here, but I'm not gonna. I think we all got an idea of what that's like. And before I check in with you guys, how about this? That's right. I don't think I actually showed it last week. This is the basic Optimus Prime from Hot Wheels. It is the same, I guess, version that comes with the trailer, but this is a simplified version that does not have the trailer. It also does not have chrome smokestacks. It will have gray smokestacks, but like this still looks really, really good, honestly. Nothing here about this makes me angry. I think if I was a collector of the Hot Wheels stuff, I would want the trailer version. That's just me. An Optimus needs to have his trailer type of guy. But that's just me. That's not for everyone. And you know what? Some people might say, I'd like to have the Optimus, But like, I don't want to spend what they're asking for the version with the trailer, so I'll get this. Viable choice. Viable choice. So I'm that out. Let's check in with you guys before we kind of keep going here. I'm gonna go up here just a little bit. My girlfriend has a cat, and I hope to get a place to do reviews, gameplay, and more. I got a channel for it. Well, you do have a channel for it. All you got to do is start making the content at some point, my man. I like eggnog more. I liked eggnog more when I was younger. It's good once in a while, but wears its welcome pretty quick. Let's see. Hey, Tens. Hot chocolate in front of the fireplace. Nice. PH, it's the best upgrade kit. I don't know which upgrade. Oh, the DNA design one. Yeah, it's a kit. It's a kit. Eggnog is liquor I never had, but I saw a Christmas special. A lot of people will just have eggnog as eggnog. Some people use it as a mix with certain boozes during the holidays. It's never been my thing, so I really can't speak on it. It's not something I do. It's not something I drink. It's not something I use. It's not something I buy. I have an accessory drawer. I was told eggnog tastes like melted vanilla ice cream. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't had it in years. I wish one did better at the box office. So do I. It's the way the franchise needs to go. I think the problem is so many didn't understand it. A lot of people judged it way too early based on commercials without seeing it. Like, don't. But they did. And then there are people who so stuck to their guns that even after they saw it, they had to try and criticize it. I don't know what you would expect. I don't know what you honestly would want. But that is absolutely the way the franchise should have went. I don't know where the franchise is going to go. I don't see good things on the horizon for Hasbro. And I feel like every time something is done to try and reinvigorate the franchise, fans attack it. And if you're going to do that, then you're going to end up, and I've said this now for a solid, I think since the last night, honestly, I've said if you're only going to criticize, they're going to shelve the franchise just like they did with G.I. Joe, and now like they've done with Power Rangers. They're going to shelve the franchise because fans didn't support it. I find that sad. Best upgrade kit, and it's Prime Bird. I miss Perfect Effect. Yeah, Perfect Effect on great sets. Haven't heard anything from them in ages. I'm so thankful that I was able to get their Devastator kit for the Combiner Wars lads, and so thankful that I was able to get the kits that I wanted for my God Ginrai. I gave him the chest, I gave him the new head. Honestly, Perfect Effect does a great job. I like the Dreadwing because I'm a meme. I hope he gets a fig soon. What? I like how. Oh wait, Darkwing became a meme. Darkwing became a meme. If you say so. His finger can transform too. Can hold Cliff Jumper's fingers. I don't know. I didn't look at it that close. If you did, cool. Pretty sure DNA just sold a bunch more kits with that transform finger alone. Maybe they may have. I love the callback to the movie saying I have a finger that can transform. Got my Magic Square Swindle today. I love that set so far. I've heard good things about it. They're Legends class, right, Mike? Am I wrong on that? I believe they're Legends class, right? But I have heard good things about them. My brother sent me photos of someone ordering Robosin, Optimus, and Bumblebee. I mean, cool if that's what they want. I mean, 5 minutes later and I'm done with those guys. I've watched a couple of videos. It's not for me. Since we're getting 86 Galvatron, I forgot 86 Cyclonus. What would they do different, honestly? I saw G1 Skids the other day at a store. Interesting. I might have had to actually get G1 Skids if I'd seen it, I think. I thought he was charming. Is Yolopark any good? I mean, I've heard great things. I don't know. They're not products for me, but here's the thing: they're not products for me. But everyone I know who has bought something that's done by Yolopark raves about it. So, can everybody be wrong? Maybe. I don't know. I can't speak to it myself, but I hear only good things. I never hear bad things about them. No darkness yet? I don't know what that is. Oh, no darkness yet. Okay. Okay, the 3 Robosons they've got, they're going to Florida, New York, and North Carolina. Okay. I'm not that impressed with the Roboson stuff. Like, yeah, it's a neat little novelty, but like for $1,000 or something, like it's not neat novelty enough for me. Yolopark is very good. I did a review of the smaller figures, just trying them out. So there you go. I mean, Ken gives them high praise. He's reviewed them. Go check out his reviews on them. That would be my advice. Check out Ken's reviews. NY Hunter, right? Go check out his reviews. Let's see. Thursday, in the middle of the week for me. Got to work tomorrow and Saturday. I don't know if I'm working tomorrow yet. I'm not sure yet. Just the cab. Yeah, just the cab. I got Transformers, the movie Shrapnel for $9.99 US. Is that good? I don't know what he was at release. That seems good. That seems like a good price, I guess. And Sovereign, by the way, told me that apparently the Shrapnel is on sale at Walmart, and so is the 40th anniversary Optimus. I'm not into that stuff. I don't live in the US, but if you're interested in a sale price on the Shrapnel or the 40th anniversary Optimus, check them out. There you go. There's Sovereign right now. Speak of the devil. Managed to swap up the 40th anniversary Optimus for he's saying an insane deal of $35. I wouldn't call that an insane deal. I would call that the price it should be. I would think the price that they're asking is ludicrous. So I wouldn't say you got it for an insane deal. I would say you got it for the price that they should have charged for that, to be honest with you. Good for you. Good for you. I think you paid what it's worth. That's what I would say. But yeah, 35 for the Optimus, and I think it was about 10 for the Shrapnel. Hey, Lance, let's go on to Here Next. And these are Action Battlers Wave 1. Transformers Action Battler Blind Box Wave 1. I mean, again, these are like a lot of these lines. Little blind bagged. Pretty highly posable, I suppose. Figurines. There's Bumblebee. You just saw Starscream. The Optimus. The Megatron. I feel like, and you're not going to see it here, but if you actually go and look at the images of this, the Optimus looks very G1. I find the Optimus looks a lot like the core class Optimus from the Legacy line. But the Megatron has a face that's very evergreen, Cyberverse design to it. Or is it Cyberverse? I think it's Cyberverse design to it, which is a weird, the body looks G1, but the face looks Cyberverse to me. Shockwave, he looks really cool. I think the Shockwave looks really, really neat there. So the Shockwave, the Megatron, the Optimus, the Bead, the Starscream. You can see the size there, for example, right? So, I mean, we're not talking about something very huge here by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, big enough. I mean, I guess that, you see this person's hand. So, I don't know, deluxe-ish size, maybe a little less than deluxe sized. Maybe deluxe size. Nah, maybe legend size. The only one I didn't show, I don't know if it was here. There's some bases, like they do have like display bases if you want to put them together. Coronation gear for Starscream. Yeah, it gotta be legend size, I guess, because it's only tiny, right? Doesn't transform or anything. This is not how I wanted to do this. I didn't want to go through a million. Images. There you go, Nemesis. That's what I was trying to get to the whole time. Nemesis Prime, who I think looks really, really cool. Again, I don't know. I'm not a blind bag guy generally because my take on it is I don't want 10 of the same thing. I would need to know that I'm getting something different. I don't like doubles. I don't like repeats. I don't like gambling. And I don't like wasting money. So blind bag stuff, it ain't for me. If it's for you, cool. What about this? Yeah, so we had the behind the scenes for Armada Red Alert. And like, I remember talking about this guy when we saw the color version, I suppose, without a head. And I said, those joints in the elbows are gray. I think they're supposed to be gold. Looks like they're going to be blue. If Mark has a color copy, looks like they're going to be blue. And I think while that's still not gold, I think that's better than the gray that they had there. I found the gray a little jarring. Looks very much like the cartoon model. It does come with the innumerable accessories, and apparently some of them store like I want to say behind his legs or like in his leg cavities, and some like behind his back or the roof on his back, I believe. And I think there's like 4 accessories. I really don't know the guy well enough. You guys would know better than I would. I'll give credit where credit is due. Ton of articulation here. You can see the nice knee bend. You can see the ankle tilt. You can see the deep elbow. You can see the waist and how wide of a split he can get. Now he's Voyager next to Deluxe Hotshot. I don't know. Like he's definitely in scale, but I struggle to see this as a Voyager. I feel like this is going to be a real tiny Voyager, man. Maybe the mass is just compacted. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that the mass is compacted. Great looking alt mode. Really good alt mode. And then we get to this. The whole issue that a lot of Unicron Trilogy fans are having. No minicon. And I get how that would be aggravating. But that being said, I feel like the setup could be here for them to do like a multi-pack of minicons or something. I'm not a minicon guy, but they did it with Micromasters. Why not do it with some of the minicons? Put out 4 or 5 of the bots without the minicon. Do a minicon like set. Maybe don't make it exclusive to something, but do a minicon set. I think if you're doing these guys, I think it's important to do minicons to go with them if they're supposed to have minicons. Farak at Walmart for $10. Yeah, I saw that. Somebody said that. Posted a disclaimer for Windows 10 support. Besides G1, I think Armada generally benefits the most from updates. Probably. Although, yeah. No, you're probably right. Armada probably does. You're right. Because RID had pretty great articulation already. Cybertron was great. Armada had its issues with articulation. Ton of gimmicks, but had issues with articulation. You're probably right, Francis. You'll need at least an Intel 900 series. I don't know. You guys are talking about tech stuff. Excited for Red Alert, but don't see a Voyager. Yeah, and that's kind of I think he's going to be good, but I feel like he's one of those that is going to be Deluxe Plus rather than an actual Voyager. I mean, look at him here next to the Deluxe Red Alert. We all know this Siege mold. He's not much bigger than that Siege mold, And I don't see a lot of extra bulk over the Siege mold. I could be wrong. Time will tell. I find it interesting that he is supposed to be a part of the lineage descendant, if you will, of Prima. So there you go. Let's also take a look at, if you don't mind, this. This Cang Toys. Do you know who this is? Nope, it's not Snarl. This is their take on Slag/Slug. And here's the thing. Look at this. And I'm like, this looks really cool. I would never in 10 million years guess that this is the Triceratops Dinobot. Not in 10 million years with all of those spikes coming up the back. This looks excellent. The Dino mode looks really spiky, vicious, cruel, but also phenomenal. I think that this looks so cool. Like that's recognizable. You would know that that's Slag or Slug if you prefer that name. You know, there's an arm for you. Again, big chunky arm, no doubt. There he is with a couple of the other like Dinobots with Snarl and Swoop. And like I get it, they all have the right coloration with the golds and the silvers and the reds. Although I would argue Swoop should have a blue chest, but that's just me because I'm a cartoonist king guy. Input would probably argue he should have a red chest, right? And like looking here at Slag, yeah, he fits right in, but the aesthetic is just so wild for me. Love the sword and stuff. This is not the set of Dinobots for me, but I absolutely respect if it is for you because I do think that they display super well, and this looks really wild and cool. Very, very impressive piece, no doubt. But you got to be real good with something that's stylized. And I've said it before about the Predacons, and I've been saying it the whole time with the Dinobots. Let's do this next, which I found this interesting. So up and coming, we have Transformers Eternal War. I think it's a mobile game, if I'm not mistaken. This is the design for Bumblebee. We previously saw Megatron and Optimus, and I said that then they look all right. Like the Optimus, I thought the Megatron looked like a bulky, strong Megatron. And then I look at this bee, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking to myself, man, this is leaning hard into Titan's Return Legends class Bumblebee to me. Right from the way the feet are done with the shin guards that are also going to be yellow, they are, to the way the roof is done with the windshield at the bottom of the tummy, to the wheels being on the bulked up shoulders and biceps. I look at this bee and I'm like, I don't detest the design, but boy, oh boy, does this lean super duper heavy into, I think, Titan's Return Bumblebee, which is a neat little throwback, unless you really didn't like that Bumblebee. I had the Bumblebee. He got replaced over time, but I do still have Roadburn because Roadburn is technically the throttle bot Chase. So I do, I guess, have him and Goldbug. So I guess I have two of the throttle bots. I don't have the rest because they've never been done, but come on, give me the other four. Four? I think it's four. I think it's 6 throttle bots. We also have this. I'll show this. And this, of course, are new in-hand images of Overcharge. Like, that's really self-explanatory here. This is using the Blitzwing mold, which is insultingly not a leader class. Even with those goofy big hands, the amount of mass is not leader class. The Blitzwing was just inaccurate, sloppy transformation, lazy engineering with the whole tank under the plane. I detested it. It was one of the few times, very few times, that I reviewed something. I hated it so much that I immediately sold it because I said, if it stays here, it's only staying with somebody who hates it. I'm going to sell it for what it should be, a Voyager price, which is what I did. I sold it for a Voyager price to my buddy Cyril, who wanted it because I knew he would appreciate it. I knew he would enjoy it, and I didn't. This is Overcharge. Overcharges, though they have Decepticon logos here, by rights are Quintesson creations. They are Quintesson forces. I suppose they could be sold to the Decepticons as cannon fodder. They are very brutal, very strong, notably. But, and this is very accurate to what an Overcharge looks like, which is indeed a Blitzwing in different colors. The closest the G1 cartoon kind of ever had to having these guys is in, I want to say, the season 3 opening sequence. You see like a string of Blitzwings. Now they're all colored like Blitzwing, but I believe the intention was for them to be a string of Overcharges. Mass produced, right? I do think the gray and the green looks better on the mold personally, but it's still a dog crap mold. This time the sword is actually in wrapped in cardboard, presumably to try and keep it straight. A lot of people's were bent in package. So I don't know. I'm not interested in $80 on this, but you might be. I can't. It's not a good mold. I'm sorry if you loved it, but it's not a good mold, man. And in terms of our images and our pictures and our everything else, one more to go. And boom, this comes to us from T-Formers. And it's the only spot that I've actually seen this so far. It is Jazzy. I think is it Bingo Toys? I'm going to just double check that. I think it's Bingo Toys Jazzy, which is a take on Jazz. Let me just make sure of that. Yeah, Bingo Toys Jazzy. And strong reveal the shield Jazz vibes here with the door wings and just the way the lower legs are a bit bulkier at the feet. Obviously, this is more stylized. You can see the car there, certainly stylized. I do like the spoiler. I love the look of this. I really do. It's definitely a different take on Jazz, but take on Jazz. I believe it's MP scaled, but don't quote me on that. And let's check in with you guys before we go through some of the other kind of news and notes here a little bit. Are we back? Guys, are we back? Somebody tell me, are we back? I'm seeing all of the stuff come back. Somebody tell me if we're back. Yeah. It always happens. I'm sorry about the buffering. I've been trying to figure out. Remember we had this problem a little while ago? It seems like whenever I try, for whatever reason, to share screens from T-Formers, I love T-Formers. Check them out for news. But I do find whenever I try to share screens from them, that it freezes my stuff up. I don't know why. It's very, very strange. Very strange. So let's just run through the rest of the news. You didn't miss anything, by the way, when it buffered. The last thing that I showed was the Jazz, which you guys saw. It seemed like it froze when we went back. So such is life. Just a couple of other notes here. We only lost a couple of people. Hopefully they'll come back. Just a couple of other notes here worth noting. I'm glad it came back. I'm glad it just had the buffer. Yeah, we luckily we didn't miss anything because as soon as I closed that screen, I noticed, oh, I'm buffering, and I actually went on another device, and that's why I was able to talk to you guys. Let's just run through the few notes that I still have here. The overcharges we talked about, the Yolopark stuff we talked about. Apparently, Iron Studios has the Transformers license now. They do statues, so I guess we're going to get more Transformers statues. We talked about Cang toys. We talked about Eternal War. Listings on Walmart for Swapticons. These are 2-packs. They're very tiny, where there will be individual robot modes, and you basically jam them together to give one alt mode. The packs will be Shockwave and Megatron, Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus, Bumblebee and Hot Rod, Grimlock and Snarl, Shadow Panther, and Ravage. I don't know what the alt modes will be. I assume that these are going to be, again, word is that they're very small. So they're going to be very niche, gimmicky thing, I'm sure. I don't know how articulated they will be. Right around like a record, yeah. It was a little bit of an intermission. Brought to you by Buffering Corporation. Duocons 2. It's kind of like Duocons. Yeah, well, except Duocons gave us one bot and 2 alt modes. Yeah, I guess this is giving us 2 bots and 1 alt mode. So it's like Duocon 2.0. Good way of putting it. Where's Sure Shot? Sure Shot, I don't know. He's supposed to be coming in 2025. So I guess he's going to be part of Age of the Primes. But that's the word, right? A little bit Lorenzo was involved. Like reverse Duocons. Yes, like reverse Duocons. We talked about the Bingo Toys Jazz, which looks very Reveal the Shield-esque to me. TFCon LA is going to welcome the legendary Michael Bell. You'll know him as the voice of Sideswipe, Bombshell, First Aid, Scrapper, Swoop, so on, and so on. The Hot Wheels Basics Optimus we talked about. If you want to see the script for Transformers 1, it is now available online. We talked about the Action Battlers line. We talked about the Armada Red Alert. And we talked about the DNA design. Okay, let's do the trivia. And then we get into the fun stuff. The opening of the things and stuff. So here's tonight's trivia. You got to know your primes for this one. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? You got to know your primes for this one, my friends. Sure shot based on concept art Sunstreaker. I could see that. Honestly, and I wouldn't be angry about it. TFCon is what? In Burbank, next door to Hasbro Company Building. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Which of the 13 primes has, as their artifact, the triptych mask? Triptych mask. Is it Onyx's artifact? Is it Amalgamus's artifact? Nexus's artifact? Or the Mysterious 13's artifact? Which prime has the triptych mask as their artifact? A, Onyx, B, Amalgamus, C, Nexus, or D, the Mysterious 13? D, we have a B. Well, fun stuff. You're right, we shall see. I guess B, say 13, B. Interesting. So, I'm going to fill you guys in on just a little bit of stuff. Are we ready? 13 is Optimus Prime. And his is the Matrix of Leadership, right? The Matrix is the 13th artifact. Amalgamus's, I don't remember what it is. I should know. Nexus's is the Enigma of Combination. Onyx's is the Triptych Mask. And it's a very powerful artifact. It has 3 masks. The top one, called Farsight, gives him the ability to see the times, see others in different times and places. So, like, he could see, like Bumblebee, across the multiverse. He could see, Vector Prime in the past and in the future and in the now. He could see what will become of Hot Rod and where he came from. Not in this universe, but in a different universe. Very powerful mask. The one below that, below Farsight, is the Predator mask. The Predator mask gives Onyx knowledge of any and all creatures so that he can become a flawless hunter. And the third mask, Morn Song, lets him track the journey of a spark into the afterlife. So he can see all time and space across the multiverse. He can be not just a proficient hunter, but the perfect hunter. And he can even track the passing of the dead into the afterlife, all with his artifact, the Triptych Mask. Who knew? Okay, let's get into the opening of the things and get out of here, because I'm sure we all have a lot to do to finish getting ready for whatever holiday we celebrate. So the answer is A, Onyx. The answer was actually A, Onyx. But nice try, guys. Nice try. Sounds like Spectrum from Mask. I absolutely hear you. Okay, so let's just review what we opened last week from this bag. Last week, here on the show, we opened not one, but 2 of the blockies, whatever you want to call them.
Don't eat my toothbrush, my paintbrush.
Don't eat your paintbrush?
Don't eat my paintbrush.
I wasn't planning on eating a paintbrush. I'm pretty sure that's toxic. Are you putting it in the fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So one of these apparently is specifically going to be Grimlock. The other one is a mystery. I'm going to actually try some sort of a build video or something maybe for these, because I've heard amazing things about them.
I'm blind.
Oh, you're going to, yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, that's it. Show everybody up your nose. That's what they want to see. Nothing says Christmas like up Starscream Wife's nose. Get your hand into the screen, lady.
Hi guys, Merry Christmas.
Do you know that we froze for a little bit?
Yeah, I heard you get quiet.
Yeah, but I was talking to him, and luckily we came back. It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, okay.
Also last week, we had, boom. Now, according to Maxwell 10, customize this in the Tessitron. Little does he know, I actually have a KO of K9. I'm going to customize that in the Tessitron, and I'm going to replace it with the real-life K9, because why not? The real one got to be better. And you may remember this bag. In this bag, there were a few things, not the least of which was this shield, which is obviously from, I'm going to say like a Last Night Optimus or Age of Extinction Optimus. There were these two, and I don't know their names, but these two bots. If you guys know their names, tell me. I don't know their names. And some tissue paper. But also in there was this world's smallest like toy box. And on the top was, see if I can show this to you guys. This little teeny micro, not even micro machine, it's smaller than that, little tiny Jeep. It's called Jeep on the like insert. But myself and Maxwell 10 thought that this looks like the G.I. Joe Vamp. We were like, yeah, that looks like a Vamp, right? Like that's a Vamp. Now, also in here, we have a number of like these little bags, and they're supposed to have little teeny tiny like things in them. So we're going to open these bags right now. Let's see what's in here. Favorite version of Grimlock? Really? The Blockies one? They're like nano machines. You're absolutely right, Sovereign. They're like nano machines. In this one we have, I'm going to say, I don't think I can get them out. I don't know. Can you guys see that? Little tiny army men. Remember army men when you were little? Little tiny versions of army men in that bag. In this bag, let's tear this one open. This one we have, I don't know what this is. Is it a spin top? I don't know what this is. Does anybody know what this is? Is it a spin top? Is it a dreidel? No, it's not a dreidel. I know it's not a dreidel. It's like a little spin top type of thing. I don't know what it is, but the little army men, the little vamp, the little spin toppy thing. We have two more things here. We have two more of these. And this is just the stuff from last week yet. Like a little tiny spin top. What's in here? What is this? Wait now, hold on. What? What? Little tiny puppy dog, I guess. I guess it's a little, I don't know if this is an actual character. It's like a little dog, and it's like a silver coil around his body. It's like a slinky dog. Yeah, it's like a little slinky dog. Oh, the slinky dog from Toy Story. It's probably the slinky dog like from Toy Story. Yeah. And one more of these bags. This is ridiculous, by the way, Maximal 10, just so we're clear. Yeah, from Toy Story. Yeah, you guys, yeah, I totally forgot. This is... Surely this don't open, but it's obviously the box for the game Pie Face. This cannot be a tiny Pie Face game. It got to just be the box, right? It has to be the box. Now, what's interesting is it's funny that that's there because there was in the insert, it said something about like the Pie Face one was like a special one or something. I can't imagine why, but Pie Face, I got it. So cool, I guess. They're weird. They're definitely strange. But undoubtedly, of all of those, the little vamp, definitely the best one. Definitely the coolest one for sure. So that was last week. Now, by the way, this also arrived. This is from our buddy Joe Ford. We're going to look at what's in there as well. So let's get back into here. Let's get back. This isn't ridiculous. What's left in the bag is ridiculous. Okay. All right. So, we have this. This is the Sam. Wait. Hold on. I have to hold on. I'm just going to message her. Hey, you have a gift here to open. So we're gonna lay that there. We're gonna see if she sees it. Let's see what else is in here. Because that's Starscream Wife's. What is what is this? This is my coal. Apparently, this is my coal in my stocking because I'm a bad boy. What's left in the bag is I'm sure you feel like a kid opening his. I feel like a kid opening my toys every day of the year. I am definitely one big child. So is Starscream Wife. We're ridiculous. Like, we often say that it's ridiculous that we're the grown-ups in the house because we're not grown-ups. We are not grown-ups. I don't know. Let's see. What? Oh, this is my coal. Well, input, I hope you're here. I absolutely, positively hate this guy. Trivia. What human character would be that big? What human character, ladies and gentlemen, would be that big that GotBot hates? I hate this guy. He's a Unicron Trilogy guy. Hold on, this is yours. He's a Unicron Trilogy guy.
Hey guys, I'm full of paint, so thanks for that.
You're right, Kicker. I'm going to have to review Kicker, and it makes me sick because I hate Kicker. Okay, you go next because you got paint all over you.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the paint out.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
This is yours. Let's see what Starscream Wife has.
Thank
Kicker.
you.
I can't believe Kicker Jones.
I don't know what it is yet, but thank you.
I hope it's better than Kicker Jones. I hate Kicker. Input love it. Input loves Kicker. Input's like, Kicker's the greatest guy in the world.
Well, there is, looks like Super Sailor Moon 2.
It does. Now, she's in parts here at the moment. Right?
Yeah. Can we put together?
She's got to be put together for sure. What is that?
And I have mystery acrylic stands with the Scouts from Sailor Moon.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Guys,
I'm saying that in the camera because I am literally covered in paint.
She is literally covered in paint.
What's this? Oh, it's a pin!
It's a what?
It's Artemis and Luna.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so I'm actually going to show this.
Get your fingers off it.
Sorry, but I got to show people.
Get your fingers off it.
So the white cat, for those who don't know, is Artemis. I like Artemis the best. And the black cat is Luna.
Wow. Thank you, Anne.
So that's actually really cool.
Thank you.
She has to get a hold of herself. Starscream Wife, have you ever seen Dragon Ball?
Yes.
Yes, she has.
When my hair was short and used to stick off, my sister used to call used to call me Goku.
I don't know. Someone used to call her Goku.
Yeah.
Apparently, she's well.
But think about when my hair is short and it sticks off.
I don't know. Dragon Ball.
Oh, well,
So
it gets pretty wild.
It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know what a Goku is, but it sounds terrible.
Goku is a person.
Sounds like a terrible person. Is Goku a terrible person?
No.
Is he a good guy?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not you. You're definitely
Crazy hair.
You're definitely a bad guy.
Go on.
Do you want me to put this back in the bag for now? Back in the prize bag for now, or are you going to take it with?
No, I'm going to take it with.
Okay, take with. All right, take with. Take with.
I can't. It's the paint off.
I can't believe that I got to friggin' do Kicker Jones. All right. Open last.
It's like literally under my nails.
Open last. Okay, that says open last, which means I'm actually going to do this, which wasn't in the bag, but it's part of the same thing. This is actually G.I. Joe inspired. So I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to open this thing last. And there's 3 things in here that I'm very happy to have. Shockingly and intact, other than the one little piece up on the top here, Cobra Claw. And even has the tires. The handlebars are not broken off. The tires are not broken off. The missiles are all there. A Cobra Claw, very cool. And a G.I. Joe flat cannon. Right? Love this. And of course, it fully rotates. It goes up, down. It has the legs. Again, all very good condition. Well intact. And you know what? I'm not even going to take this out right now. It's the Manta, because you can tell with it has the sail, It's the Manta. It's the G.I. Joe Manta that they use on the water. So so far we have the blockies or blokies, whatever. We have the little tiny things. We have Canine. We have these Joes. We have Kicker Jones. We have Starscream Wives. And there's a card, of course, which, by the way, I really like because the card is peanuts. Yeah, I like Charlie Brown. I do like Charlie Brown. And of course, it's your wishing you magical moments and the joys that make the season bright. Thank you so very much, Wayne. Obviously, this will go over where we put our cards over there. So I'm going to lay this here because the envelope can go in recycling. And let's open this. And then I'm going to show you the couple things that we got from Joe. And then we're going to get out of here. Let's see what this is. Oh, my God. I'll show you in a moment what this is. No way. This is too much. I saw these this summer and just couldn't see my way clear. It is the Troop Builder 4-pack with the extra Seeker, the Voyager Seeker. Another Quintesson Trooper, which is like the Alicons. A G1 Cybertronian Trooper. These guys go with G-Axis. And the Animated Universe Auto Troopers, which is like an Autobot Auto Trooper. Very, very thankful. Holy moly. So that's incredible. Wow. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas, guys. I'm going to run off with my Sailor Moons now.
And she's going to run off with her Sailor Moons. And I'm going to conclude. This is nothing could follow that up, though. Nothing could follow that up. But I'm going to conclude with this. I also got from our buddy Joe Ford this kit. This is the kit from Superman Studios for Swoop. Joe has sent me the kits for all 5 Dinobots to fill in any gaps that they had to give them their proper swords, their proper blasters. This is actually a really cool set from Superman Studios. We will, of course, do a review of this on Swoop when the time comes. And the other thing he sent me, though the color doesn't match my copy, but it's certainly enough that I can review it, is this set from Go Better Studio. And you might recognize this, of course, as Siege Shockwave. And this set includes an additional piece up on top where the little sight goes into, pieces down here to give him like a proper handle, and even a piece that goes up over his arm so that the cord can go up over. Now, you might notice down here that this purple is different from, say, this purple. That's because this is the version that actually goes with the Nemesis Bridge Crew coloration. So I would have to kind of color this purple again. There is a version that goes with the Siege, but that one was sold out. This is a cool little set that very much gives him his traditional like G1 laser cannon mode. Very cool set. So the swoop set, the shockwave set, the auto, like the 4-pack set, honest to God, Kicker Jones, the G.I. Joe stuff, K9, a couple of the blockies. Like, honestly, Merry Christmas, guys. Honest to God. I hope that in your life, people are good to you. I hope people are generous. I hope you have plenty of food. I hope you have plenty of smiles as you head into the holiday season. Tomorrow, we will do a very Transformers Christmas 9. Very short, quick one this year, the Giving Bee. Then next week, Christmas week, we will do on Monday the countdown of my personal top 10 best Transformers of 2024. Then we won't do anything through the week. Toward the end of the week, we will do GotBot Goes Live. I don't know if it'll be Thursday or Friday, and I don't know if it'll be our regular time or if I'm going to do it in the middle of the day or something, but we will do GotBot Goes Live sometime late next week. And then next Friday, which is the 27th, I think, we will do the review of Legacy United Quake and the comparisons with Titans Return Quake, as well as the Battle Masters or the Target Masters, along with my custom Siege Battle Masters for Tip Top and Heater. And that, my friends, is it. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so very much for coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable holiday time. I do know how important it is to you and your family and friends. I really do. Please, if you're in a position to help the channel, you can, hit the donate button and hit the subscribe button and, hit the join button and all of that stuff. You guys know the whole sign up as per usual. I'm a little overcome here at the moment. The most important thing through it all, especially now during the holidays, the most important thing is not only be safe in whatever you're doing, be safe in all of your travels, but know without a shadow of a doubt, whether we agree or disagree about things throughout the year or not, that somehow, some way, you absolutely do make a difference in the world. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday night, or the live streams right here on Thursday nights right now, at the stop motion premieres. Like, we'll do a quick one tomorrow. I'm just going to do it as an instant premiere because it's a very short, it's a very quick, very Transformers Christmas tomorrow. Or, of course, the old-fashioned way, right here, my friends, inside the videos.